Recording.
Hey there.
Hi.
Howdy-ho.
Okay, South Park reference aside, welcome to Sekki and Ian's very, very, very short form improv scene.
So short, you may just miss it.
Oh, and thanks for your time! Okay, joking aside, what are we playing today, Ian?
We are playing Actor's Nightmare.
Ooh. Woo! Woo! I guess I'm the actress.
You're the actress, yes. In which case, is the game called Actress's Nightmare?
I suppose so.
Okay, we're playing Actress's Nightmare. And it's quite simple. I'm going to be reading lines from a script. You're not. You're just going to make the scene work with whatever I decide to say.
Oakley dokley.
Okay. Morning, Doc Gibbs.
Good morning, Sister Mary Clarence. And how are we doing today? Are you is your foot better from your cavorting last night at the pub?
Somebody been sick, Doc?
Yeah, it's while you were out clubbing with your colleagues, I had to tend to the cows in the barn.
No, just some twins born over in Polish Town.
Oh, is that what you call it these days? Oh, yes, some twins born over in yonder Polish town. That's right. Listen, Mary Clarence, I'm all right if you go out and do a bit of clubbing while I tend to the cows giving birth and whatnot, but just don't make it a regular thing, okay?
Do you want your paper now?
Oh, yes, thank you. There you go. Always love a bit of news. Ooh, a lot of big bad things have happened in the world today.
Anything serious going on in the world since Wednesday?
Well, yes, there's a new president. There's a new prime minister. Oh, they've overturned this dictator. Big news, but some of them very cheerful.
Yes, sir. My school teacher, Miss Foster's getting married to a fella over in Concord.
Your school teacher is 95, isn't he? Does that mean, does that mean, is it a big wedding?
I declare. How do you feel about that?
Well, you know, you're only as old as your brain lets you, so if you're going to be geriatric and getting married, good on ya. Good on you, I always say.
Well, of course, it's none of my business, but I think if a person starts out to be a teacher, she ought to stay one.
Yes, which is probably why, if you want to stay a teacher for those very impressionable students of yours, you gotta keep the clubbing down to a minimal, okay?
How's your knee, Joe?
Oh, my knee, I tell you, after that cow gave birth to its second calf, my knee felt shot to hell. Oh, pardon the pun, sister. Sorry.
What's it telling you today? Gonna rain?
Let's see. It's telling me it needs a bit more glucosamine. It needs a hot compress, and it reckons it's gonna snow at 6 p.m.
No, sir.
Well, only time will tell if I'm right or wrong.
Yes, sir.
Yes, indeed. 6 p.m. My knee says. My knee says it's going to snow at 6 p.m.
Knee ever made a mistake?
Once or twice an hour, but most of the time it's correct. Yeah, why? Why do you ask me all these questions?
Want to tell you something about that boy, Joe Crowell there. Joe was awful bright, graduated from high school here, head of his class. So we got a scholarship to Massachusetts Tech, graduated head of his class there too. It was all wrote up in the Boston paper at the time. Gonna be a great engineer, Joe was, but the war broke out and he died in France. All that education for nothing.
Oh dear, but don't let that discourage you, Sister Mary Clarence. Those pupils in there are terrific bundles of potentialities. Don't let that story get you down. Always look to the future. Onwards and upwards, eh? Onwards and upwards, I say.
Get up, Bessie. What's the matter with you today?
Duh, like I told you, the knee, the late hour with the cows, you missing from your stoop. Oof.
Here comes Howie Newsom delivering the milk.
Hey, lad! That milk looks a little curdled. Do you see the milk looking a bit curdled?
Morning, Doc.
Don't give him aspirations like that. Call him by his name.
Morning, Howie.
I bet he wants a cup of tea. Always wants to stop by for a cup of tea.
Somebody's sick.
No, you don't drink cups of tea only when you're sick. You need a cup of tea and you look really hungover, Sister Mary Clarence.
Pair of twins over to Mrs. Gulowski's.
Yeah? And what happened next?
Twins, eh? The town's getting bigger every year.
Oh, tell me about it. It's getting too big for me. I'm getting too old for this crap.
Gonna rain, Howie?
I'm telling you! At 6:30, well, it's gonna snow first, then it's gonna melt and turn into rain. I should have specified earlier.
No, fine day. That'll burn through. Come on, Bessie.
And scene. I was waiting for you to say scene, but it looks like a really long dialogue.
Yeah, sorry, it's pretty long.
Oh, it's alright. Is it alright that I called scene then?
Yeah. I was expecting scene to come. And I guess I'm just used to you calling scene, so I was just waiting for you to call it.
I assumed that you would, but then ass just it just makes an ass out of you and me. Is that how it works?
In fact, it does. Indeed, it does. So, for the viewers at home, I was reading Our Town by Thornton Wilder, the American classic.
Awesome possum. And on that note, I'm gonna hit not record, and we're gonna say goodbye to the interwebs.
Enjoy going back to your own town. Goodbye.
Oh.